Split into 4 regionalised group sections, the 1994 Benson and Hedges Cup was extended to 20 teams. Fife and Edinburgh were paired in Group A along with Teesside, Blackburn and Paisley. Group B had 3 Premier League sides, Durham, Whitley and Humberside, along with Telford and Trafford. Cardiff were grouped with Basingstoke, Bracknell, Slough and Medway, while lucky old Panthers found themselves in the only group with 4 Premier Division sides. Romford made up the numbers after Milton Keynes, Peterborough, and Sheffield. Things were to begin for the Nottingham Panthers with a home game against the Romford Raiders, followed by visits to the Ice Stadium for Peterborough, the Milton Keynes Kings and finally the Steelers. Something for the supporters to look forward to. The first game of the 1994 Benson and Hedges Cup for the Nottingham Panthers. It's the Romford Raiders who visit the Ice Stadium, the First Division side. Panthers, all the challenge matches are over. The pre-season is out of the way. It's not Premier League yet, of course, but Benson and Hedges Cup, it's vitally important at this stage of the season that the Panthers get the season off to the best possible start. The Nottingham Ice Stadium, the first competitive match of the 1994 season, and the Panthers, just for a change, in black at home. It's something that perhaps we'll need to get more used to. And they start coming forward towards this near end. Rick Brabant battling for it, his first competitive game for the Nottingham Panthers since his summer transfer from Cardiff. And here comes Ross Lambert down the Panthers' right-hand side, but that's cleared by Romford, and we can do without that sort of collision between Garth Premack and Rick Brabant. Here's Webber, battling hard for it and wins it in the corner. Looking for options, didn't have many to be honest. Lambert battling too. And half cleared, but Panthers will pick up possession again with Rick Brabant going into the danger zone. Puck is forced wide. Now Brabant. There's a shot, scramble on the goal line. And a good save again, and eventually it's flicked in. Randall Webber gets the first goal of the Panthers season against the Romford Raiders, and it hasn't taken too long at all. Panthers have it again. Looking to increase their lead. So far not a great deal of chances. And now Romford go away to the far end. But that's easy. And Chuck Taylor begins another move. And what a move it could turn out to be. It's Rick Brabant. He scored his first goal for the Nottingham Panthers. It's so easy when it is done by professionals. Good start to the move from Chuck Taylor. And eventually Brabant through. Webber back out in front of the net. Here he is again. Good pass. Panthers just looking for the opening, but they haven't got it. And they could be in some trouble here. Still Romford coming forward, and Romford have scored. And Romford will be more than happy with that. Tari Suwari is the man who's scored for Romford. He would, wouldn't he? Taylor for Nottingham. Still 2-1 ahead, but not had things all their own way against the First Division outfit. But here they come again, looking dangerous with Lambert, and it's Brabant who forces it in front of the net. And good build-up play it was too, from Lambert and then from Webber. And the Panthers are springing on again here. Suddenly got their tails up, and this time it goes wide, but the Panthers still have it with Brabant. Lovely little flick looking for Lambert. Now Webber, and back in front for Lambert, and that's in. Ross Lambert makes it 4. Now that's 2 goals for the Panthers in 24 seconds. Second period is underway with the Panthers 4-1 ahead. And looking good value for it towards the end of the period. They struggled at the start of it, but it really didn't take them long. Once they'd got a few goals, they've started to look classy towards the end of that period. Here's Rick Brabant, and he's one of the main reasons why they have started to look classy, and he still has it. Mazy little skate through, eventually dispossessed. Romford all the way to the other end. And that's an easy save for Paul Blight. Here's Chuck Taylor. Wants options. More so than the referee. Now Premack. Good pass from Premack. Webber's chasing it. And Webber might catch them out here, and he has done. And back across the face. And Rick Brabant slots it home. And it's 5-1. Not a minute into the second period. Hunt for the Panthers. He's got room here, and he scores. Looks so easy. And it's number 6. He suddenly turned and found himself a yard. There's Waghorn. Panthers looking good value at the moment. Tate across the ice to Premack. Back in front of the net again, dangerously. Romford can pull away here, and there's a chance. There's a one-on-one, and they've scored their second goal, the Romford Raiders, just to prove that they can do it too. They've made it 6-2. Premack, long-range effort, drops in front, and Ashley Tate puts it in. Good effort from Garth Premack. Keeper couldn't hold it, and Tate makes it 7. Hunt could break away here. Last-ditch tackle prevented that. And Taylor, he can perhaps break away. He's got Tate, and he's got 82. And 80, plenty of support and plenty of time to find it too. Goes back for Waghorn to drive one. Good save. Still Romford can't get it clear though. They might do this time. Fall for Waghorn again. Now 80 in the corner. And comes out of the corner and shoots and scores. And once again, Romford gave him far too much time. And it's 8-2 to the Nottingham Panthers. Good period, the second period for the Panthers. They've ended it leading by 8 goals to 2. And killed off any hopes Romford had of surprising the Premier Division side. And they'll be hoping to knock in a few more in this period. Premack's battling for it. Bit of a mistake. Lambert given the chance. Lambert doesn't take it though, but Rick Brabant might. Good interception. And Romford away at the other end. Premack defending once more. And Waghorn will clear up for the Panthers eventually. Finds Rick Brabant, who skates away from trouble. That's a great pass too. Randall Webber's in here and scores. One end of the rink to the other, and Webber gets the Panthers' 9th and the first of the period. Long shot from Waghorn. Great shot from Waghorn. And it's double figures for the Nottingham Panthers in their first competitive home game. Cracking effort from the number 20. Forward they come again. It's all Panthers in this final period so far. Here's Paul Adey. Look at the space he's worked for himself there. Just wide eventually. Deserved a goal. Romford will skate clear before surrendering possession. And the Panthers given the chance to build another attack. And it's Tate, and it's Hunt, and it's in again. It's number 11. Good work from Ashley Tate. Screwed it across, and Hunt was there just looking for the loose puck. Brabant. Good control from Randall Webber. It came up at him rather. Still 11-2 to the Panthers. And that's gone an awfully long way clear. Waghorn picks it up. And forward it comes again. This is Rick Brabant going at speed and scoring. A fine goal from Rick Brabant. Another one on his debut. That's his 4th. And it makes it 12-2. This is Taylor for the Panthers. Lining one up here. Goes just wide. Gets the rebound. Well, how on earth was Chuck Taylor the quickest to that? There were plenty of defenders watching it. Here it is again. Shot from Taylor was wide. He was given too much space to get the shot away in the first place, and somehow he reacted quicker than 4 defencemen. slotted the puck home. Good stuff from Chuck Taylor, his first Panthers competitive goal. Here's Ross Lambert battling for it again. Finds Rick Brabant, the new Panthers captain, who's had quite an evening this evening. Now it's back with Lambert again. And there's Brabant again, good save. Before Randall Webber picks it up and finds Lambert. Finds himself some space and finds himself Randall Webber, who just slots in the 14th of the evening. And these three are having quite a party. Hunt battling and loses out. Adey tries to win it back, and eventually the shot is an easy save. And the Panthers will have it with Hunt. And now with Ashley Tate. And Tate wide for Adey again. Adey's pass is a poor one. Taylor wins it back. Tate, Adey. And still, and scores. Really woeful defending once again from Romford. Too much time for Paul Adey. It's now 15-2. Hefty check on Matt Trickett. He stops to see if he's all right, and the shot comes in from Butler. Long range effort. Might fall in front of the goal. Here's Butler again. Battling hard for it. And will win it. Slight tug of the shirt. He's got away with it. And here's Mark Twait in space at the far post, and Mark Twait scores. And the young line has a goal for itself, the 16th of the evening. All Panthers, devastating last period. It really has been. 8-2 going into it. Now it's 16-2. And you wonder if there's more goals to come. Time is running out, but here's Garth Premack for the Panthers. He's robbed of it. Paul Adey's back defending, as his big defence man was too far forward. And now they can turn defence into attack. And it's a cross. And there's Paul Adey again. Well, there we are, the value of a great import. Defending 1 minute, popping the puck in the net the next. And it's 17. Easy victory then for the Nottingham Panthers in this first of their Benson and Hedges Cup games. Not over yet, of course, but 17-2 is a fairly hefty deficit. To be a pretty special last couple of minutes for Romford to come back from that. And they haven't had a look in this final period. The Panthers currently winning it 9-0. Here's Simon Hunt. Look at the space he's found himself. And he's scored again, has he? It came off into the roof of the net, but the goal is given. And it's 18-2, and Simon Hunt has got another one for the Panthers. Double figures in the third and final period. 8-2, the Panthers came into this period leading it. And they now lead it 18-2. It has been quite an evening, the first game here at the I-Stadium. Chuck Taylor from way out, deep inside his own half. Well, they'll try anything, won't they? As the hooter blows, and the Nottingham Panthers have completed a great victory over the Romford Raiders. 18 goals to 2 they've won it. If there's more of that to come, we're in for quite a season. If there was more of that to come, it was going to come next against the Peterborough Pirates. They were next up at the I-Stadium, somewhat in trepidation, I would imagine, if they'd seen what the Panthers had just done to Romford. Peterborough Pirates on their pre-match team talk. Nottingham Panthers on theirs. Nice to see the Panthers in white here at the I-Stadium. Enough of that black kit nonsense. And the puck is dropped. And the second home game of the season is underway in the Benson and Hedges Cup. Remember that 18-2 victory against Romford was followed up by a 12-5 victory against the Pirates. So they know a bit about each other, these two sides. Here's Premack as the Panthers already launch into some action. But Randy Smith goes away to the other end of the rink and tries the shot. Butler saves. Early check from Darren Schwartz. And now an early chance for the Panthers. It's a lively opening, this. Brabant is chopped at by Randy Smith. And there's a chance and there's an early goal. And it's Darren Schwartz who scored it. The Nottingham Panthers take the lead a minute into this game against the Pirates. Good work from Rick Brabant. Got it back across and Schwartz finished. Long, hopeful shot really from far too far out to trouble Stephen Butler. As the Pirates look for an immediate answer, already putting pressure on. There's the shot and it's gone in. They've got an immediate answer. They've got it through Jeff Lindsay. An awful long-range effort. And it's 1-1. Chance of a shot. It's gone in. Chance of the shot from Garth Premack. And the chance is taken. And the Panthers have the lead back once more. Long time since we've had a goal. So goals at the start of the first period and goals at the end of the first period. Nothing much in between. But the Panthers lead by 2-1 after the first session. And come away at the start of the second, looking to make it more with Schwartz. Brabant wins it and finds Premack. This is the same as his other goal, and he scored. Same sort of position for Garth Premack. This time he took it a little closer and slotted it home, and the Panthers lead 3-1. Premack clear to 80. 80 picks out Lambert, who shoots. And Hunt battling well. And Hunt doing very well indeed behind the net. Eventually he's beaten off it. But here's Garth Premack once more for the Nottingham Panthers. He scored again! A hat-trick for Garth Premack. And the Panthers lead by 4-1. A hat-trick within 10 minutes from Garth Premack. Great stuff for him. Lambert looking in front of the net for Ashley Tate, who's in there. He's beaten off it, and the Pirates can spring on here. One end to the other, and a fine finish too. It's Brent Bobic who scored, and they've pulled a goal back. Brabant wins it. Webber's looking for the chance. Premack battling again. Scored a hat-trick already. He's up for this one, but they've lost out this time. Taylor's last line, and Taylor did very well indeed. Great play from the defence man. And now Webber. One end to the other, and a fine goal. Tapped in by Paul Adey. Great stuff from Chuck Taylor. And Taylor found Webber, and Webber found Adey. Pirates looking to close the gap once more. Right across the face of goal, dangerously really. Here's Bobic, their last goal scorer. Looking to use this man advantage. Putting real pressure on the Panthers for about the first time. And a couple of hefty challenges from Simon Hunt and then from Graham Waghorn. And now we have a bit of fisticuffs. I can't say I'm too surprised. Two very hefty challenges indeed. Randy Smith getting involved. And Waghorn tries to skate away. Panthers really up against it now. On the penalties. They're struggling. Only 3 of them on the ice plus the goalkeeper. And there's a chance and Bobic scores again. Lots of pushing and shoving going on, but the puck is across the goal line and it's 5-3. Good piece of defending from Rick Brabant. Did well to win the puck back. And a good pass too, which has got Webber chasing it. Goalkeeper did well. It's Peterborough again now, and it's another goal. This time it's Dale Jago, the danger man. He's finally got his name on the score sheet, and he's pegged the difference back to 1. Ashley Tate Picks it up after Adi had won it, but then loses it again. Good defending once more from the Panthers. And they've won it back, and they've gone to the other end, and Paul Adi's put the puck in the back of the net. And it's 6-4, and it's Adi's second of the evening. And the supporters will be relieved to see that gap. Brabant tried to win it for the Panthers, but once again, Peterborough's defence looking fairly solid. Certainly nothing like the Romford defence we saw last week. And they've proved that they can score goals coming forward as well, but they've given it away here. And there's a chance at the far post, and it's gone in. And Darren Schwartz has got his second goal of the evening. And it makes it 7-4 to the Nottingham Panthers. And the daylight opens up again. They let Peterborough get back into it. Now they've stretched away again. The third period begins with a scoreline of 7-4 to the Nottingham Panthers. They'll feel it should perhaps be a little bit more than that. Peterborough have possession once more. Long pass forward though. Chuck Taylor's back defending. Bit of a collision behind the own net. I think it was Rick Brabant back there trying to help out. He got a bit in the way. Dale Jago for the Peterborough Pirates. Across halfway, but gives it away to Ashley Tate. Tate looking for options, almost gave it away himself, and eventually did so. And that's going to be called offside. Panthers having real trouble in this third period, getting it away from their own end zone. Eventually they do so in the shape of Chuck Taylor. Not quite though, because Lindsay knocks it back in. Desperate defending, but now perhaps the Panthers can get away. Here's Randall Webber. Back across the face of goal. And it should be a goal, and it is for Ashley Tate. Well played, Darren Schwartz. Found Tate at the far post, realised his colleague was in a better position, and Tate did the rest and gets the Panthers 8th. 8-4, they have a 4-goal advantage. It's almost smacked into our camera. And now we've got a bit of a problem. Phil Butler and Mark Twait getting involved, along with Jason Porter in there for the Pirates. And the fists are flying. And the referee will do well to sort this one out. Parker has it nicked off him. And the Panthers with another chance here. Good save from Simon Wren. Falls for Tate. And the hooter blows. The end of the Nottingham Panthers' third Benson & Hedges Cup game and the third win. They've beaten the Pirates by 8-4 in their second home match. They have 6 points out of a possible 6. And so the Milton Keynes Kings came to the Ice Stadium. By this time, the Panthers had lost one against the Sheffield Steelers in the arena. They lost 6-3, but the Milton Keynes Kings were next up at the Ice Stadium. Pucks drop, we're away. Panthers' third Benson & Hedges Cup game here at home. And they'll be hoping for something akin to the Romford game of a couple of weeks ago rather than the Peterborough game. That was far too close for comfort at some stages. But it's a good start, and Adi puts it back across looking for Hunt. But it's cleared. Frantic opening stages. Fast and furious start from the Panthers. But they might get caught here by a bit of a break. They have got caught. The shot comes in, and the goal for Doug McCarthy puts the Milton Keynes Kings, the Premier League new boys, in front. So the Panthers need a swift reply to going behind. Bit of dump and chase from the Kings. Butler in a bit of trouble, and 2-0 to the visitors, courtesy of Anthony Payne. Stephen Butler out of position. Across the face of goal, and it's gone in. Incredibly, it's gone in. And Chuck Taylor, I think, will claim it. Has it gone in? Is the referee going to give it? Taylor's looking as if he wants it. The referee gives the goal. Panthers have scored. And the arrears are reduced to just one. Here's Ross Lambert. He's beaten out of it, but it'll still fall for Randall Webber, who turns and tries to get the shot away and can't. And Panthers can consider themselves a little fortunate there. But this is good passing. And a great move ends, and it's gone in. And it's gone in through Rick Brabant. And that's a fine move once they got the puck back. And Rick Brabant finished it off, and it's 2-2. Mistake from Darren Schwartz. He's thankful that Premack was just behind him. But the Panthers might get caught again here. And it's across the face, and it's another goal for McCarthy. The number 2 slots it home. And the Kings are back in front again. Panthers struggling with the Milton Keynes Kings, who lead 3-2. And Chuck Taylor has it behind his own net. Finds himself a yard of space. And then one of his high specials has got the chance to get the Panthers in here. And they've scored. Rick Brabant was involved, and Darren Schwartz had the final touch at the far post. Huge clearance from Chuck Taylor started it all off. Once again, it's with the Milton Keynes Kings. They're looking for an immediate answer. It's McCarthy. And it's still McCarthy. And he scored again. And they have the immediate answer. And McCarthy has his hat-trick. And they lead 4-3. Well, disastrous first period for the Panthers. They couldn't cope with Doug McCarthy. They trail at the end of 20 minutes, 4-3. Second period underway. Waghorn getting involved already. Kings with lots of confidence after that first period. Panthers, of course, lost last week. Taylor tries one. Brabant almost flicked it in. Battling for it back again. Still has it. Then it's gone clear. But here's Paul Adey. Just lays it off for Lambert or for Brabant. It's Lambert who picked it up. Here he is again, Ross Lambert. Across the face of goal and touched in by Rick Brabant at the back post. Brabant wins it for the Panthers. Now it's with Trickett. He's caught out though, and the shot comes in. Good save. And Tate finds Brabant, and Brabant's got Adey in support. He could use him here, and he has, and Paul Adey has scored. It's his 3rd point tonight. It's his 1000th for the Nottingham Panthers in League and Cup ice hockey. It's the moment he's been waiting for, and the Panthers stream off the bench to congratulate him. 2 assists tonight. That's his first goal. "1,000 points for Paul Adey. What an achievement. When the game is stopped, he'll have his presentation made. Paul Adey, his first goal of the evening, added to his 2 assists. He was on 997 points. Now he has 1,000. One trophy and 1 plaque. And what a night for the Panthers, number 22. And somehow he'll have to concentrate on ice hockey again now. Waghorn. Adey battling for it in the corner. Waghorn again. Lambert and Adey battling for it in the corner now. And eventually it's the Panthers that come away with it in the shape of Ross Lambert. Back to Waghorn. And the shot inflicted again by Paul Adey. Well, that's 1,001, if you please. And he's already on his way to his next 1,000. Good battling from Ross Lambert. Kings bring it clear again, but Rick Brabant picks it up. And the period comes to a close. Good period, the second for the Panthers. 3 unanswered goals. Gives them a 6-4 lead going into this third and final one. And one which Paul Adey won't forget for a long time, that second period. Scored his 1,000th point. Here's a chance early on for the Kings. Heavy check from Darren Schwartz. And now Webber brings it clear to Lambert. Lambert back to Webber. Tried to find himself a bit of space. Hasn't got much. Schwartz again. And once more. And Webber again. And across the face. And Schwartz eventually bundles it across the line. Well, Webber, Lambert and Schwartz really combined well on that one. And it's 7-4 to the Panthers. A bit of breathing space at last. Here's Darren Schwartz. Good pass. One side of the rink to the other, and it's gone all the way through. Tate almost goes in close range. Good save from the goalkeeper. Here's Schwartz. Just knocking it around once again, the Panthers. It's when they're at their best, and here's Schwartz, and he scored! Again, Darren Schwartz gets the 8th. And suddenly it's 8-4. And who'd have thought that the Kings were 4-3 ahead at one stage? Cleared. But not cleared well enough. Now it might be, though. If the Kings spring on here, and it's in at the far post. And it's a goal for Simon Perkins. Here's Schwartz. Lays it back for Taylor. Might fall for Schwartz again. Does so, and in at the back post is Paul Adey. 1,002 for Paul Adey. He's having quite a night. The Panthers are having quite a night. Premack behind his own net. Oh, a terrible mistake from the big defence man, and they've been punished for it. Goal eventually forced in, I think, by Patrick Scott. Another chance for Payne, and it's still not clear, and Payne's put it in. Another goal for the Kings. They won't give up. It's 9-7, and Anthony Payne has his second. Time running out for the Kings. Still, the Panthers have this 2-goal lead, but they've certainly not had things their own way. However, they've won another home match, and it means out of the 5 games, they've won 4 in the Benson & Hedges Cup first round Group C. A 9-7 win over the Milton Keynes Kings. Panthers' win in Milton Keynes by 7-1 meant that by the time the Sheffield Steelers came to the Ice Stadium, both sides had already qualified for the quarter-finals of the Benson & Hedges Cup. But of course, local pride's at stake against the Sheffield Steelers. Off we go then for another Steelers against Panthers encounter. They're always exciting encounters, and they're always explosive encounters. And here's quite a start for the Steelers, with Mike O'Connor going close from a long way out. And we've been playing for about 10 seconds and we haven't had a fight yet. Some sort of record. Plummer goes close for the Steelers too. And Butler saves. They've lost that one though. Oof, almost forced in. Wasn't even facing the goal. Hunt getting involved physically. The shot comes in and it might be across the line. It is. The goal's given. Scott Neal has scored for the Steelers. They've taken the lead inside 33 seconds. A terrible start for the Panthers. 33 seconds for Scott Neal. Here's Rick Brabant. And here's Adey in front of the net, and they've scored! Rick Brabant's got the equaliser within 10 seconds. Well, what a night of ice hockey we're in for here. 1-1, Rick Brabant, 10 seconds after the Steelers took the lead. Super atmosphere in the ice stadium once again. Always is when these two sides get together. Here's Ross Lambert, and it's forced in by Ashley Tate. And the Panthers have the lead. Less than 5 minutes on the watch. It's 2-1. Lambert found Tate, and Tate just flicked it across the line. And the Steelers are behind. Deep inside their own half. It's Waghorn who brings it clear. Now Tate loses out. Plummer crashes into him. Schwartz gives it back. Chance of a long-range effort. Might come from Trick. It almost fell for Schwartz at the back stick. Still be a chance here, and still be a goal here. Ashley Tate gets his second. And the Panthers are 3-1 ahead against the Steelers. Great start to this game for the Nottingham Panthers. Garth Premack just takes his time. His side are ahead and looking good value. They've started well, the Panthers here. Here's Schwartz. Schwartz goes past his man. Can't get past the second one. Still has a chance though. It's kept in and the shot is saved. Still Schwartz and a goal. Schwartz is first of the night and it's 4-1. Fisticuffs are out. Not surprised. Sheffield are losing. It's 4-1 to the Nottingham Panthers. Great stuff at the ice stadium. Brabant back to Waghorn. Super start to this game for Nottingham. If you take away the first 33 seconds, here's Premack. A long pass doesn't find anybody, but Webber's battling for it. Shot comes in, only just misses. Now Premack picks it up again. Good passing again from the Panthers. It's with Webber. Knocks it back across the face of goal. Still a chance here and a goal. It's Rick Brabant who was battling for it, and it's 5-1, and Sheffield don't know what's hit them. Wonderful stuff. 5-1 to the Panthers. They were a goal down. Didn't bother them much. Steelers looking for any way at all back into this game. Been great stuff from Nottingham. And Les Millie goes flying. Panthers can't get it clear. Shot comes in, and it's a great shot too from Rob Wilson. It's got one back for Sheffield. It's now 5-2. And Mike O'Connor getting involved. Panthers coming away again with Rick Brabant. Shot from a long way out. Touched wide, and Adey. Here's Webber once more. Got Brabant alongside him. Adey's there too. But the period comes to a close. Great first period for the Panthers. They've won it by 5-2. But not a great ending to the period for either side. Lots of fisticuffs going on. Roughing in there. Rick Brabant's involved. And so too is Chris Kelland, the former Nottingham Panther. There'll be some penalties here. Waghorn in there too, trying to sort things out. And still they won't get it. Still Chris Kelland. The referee Graham Horner's got a job on here. Tells Chris Kelland to get himself off the ice. Panthers players starting to make their way off. Chuck Taylor's gone, Matt Trickett's gone. And now Garth Premack. Sheffield still don't want to leave the ice. But now eventually that's all sorted out. We'll see what the penalties are at the start of the second period, no doubt. But Chris Kelland certainly involved, and so too Rick Brabant. Second period about to get underway. The Nottingham Panthers leading by 5 goals to 2. Now those penalties are going to be dished out. As we thought, Rick Brabant and Chris Kelland both going to be off the ice, and bench minor penalties for both sides too. As the second period is about to get underway. But whatever happened at the end of the period, the first 19 minutes and 59 seconds of it were great stuff for the Panthers. Ross Lambert just touches it back as we're underway again. Let's hope for no repercussions of what happened at the end of the period. No out and out fighting, but plenty of brawling going on. I suppose we've been lucky to get through a whole period with nothing worse than that. Heavy challenge at the start of the period. And Panthers away here with Ross Lambert. Might have a chance here. Leaves it for Schwartz to shoot. Saved well, and still the Panthers have it in there. Eventually it's smacked clear. Panthers asking the questions in the early stages of the second period, but now Cranston comes away for Sheffield. Butler's net is well defended, and Lambert can break. Schwartz, Lambert, Schwartz again. Schwartz still. A great save from Havenhand. I don't know how much he knew about it. Schwartz almost forced it across the line. And now it's with Taylor. Still they come forward. Tate has it. Lays it inside, looking for Ady. Not clear again. Trickett dumps it back in. Good start to this second period. Long range shot now at the other end. And Butler. Webber's beaten off it. Might still fall for Paul Ady. Does so. Now Premack is beaten, but Waghorn's behind him. Shot comes in again. Butler does well to see it wide. Waghorn clear for the Panthers, who could break here with Paul Ady and Rick Brabant. And Brabant just touches it in behind the net. Ady can't shake off his marker. And it's whacked clear. Period needs a goal to bring it back to life. And Simon Hunt might get it here from Brabant's pass. Just nicked off him as he was about to get the shot away. Waghorn to get something else going for the Panthers. Difficult period this. Here's Ady. Chances few and far between. Here's one though for Waghorn. His shot is wide. Tate with another one. Well wide too. Come back for Waghorn again. He wins it. Panthers still battling for it and still have it behind the Sheffield net. Waghorn once more. Now it's with Tate. Brabant's in front of the net. All sorts of shoving going on. Cranston's there. Tate's there. Ady's there. Cranston ends up on the deck, having tried to put Paul Ady there. Now Brabant is surely being held by Rob Wilson. The referee says play on. Or does he? No, he doesn't. Finally, something's going to give. Les Milley trying to pick a fight with Premack and with Ashley Tate. Tempers beginning to boil over between these two. That's nothing unusual. Sheffield asking a few questions of Nottingham. And it's almost tipped in. Butler did well to watch it. Trickett battling well. Still managed to get the shot in. Saved, and another one. Saved again from Butler. Well played, Stevie Butler. And eventually cleared by Lambert, and the second period ends scoreless. So no goals in the second. Let's hope for some in the third. We had 7 in the first. 5 of them to Panthers, 2 to Sheffield. Webber, a long way clear. And now it's with Chris Kelland, former Panther. Looking to get something going for Sheffield. Waghorn's in there. Defending, just throws Scott Neal off him. Still Sheffield can't get it clear now. They've done well, the Panthers, to get it away. Premack shot. It's flicked in. And it's flicked in. Well, Ashley Tate will claim he perhaps got a touch, but I think it's going to be given to Premack. Premack will claim it. Here's the shot. Tate was certainly around the near post area, but he didn't get a touch, and it's Premack's goal. So, 6-2 to the Panthers. And at the moment, Sheffield have no answer. They're going to need to start finding answers fairly quickly. But here come the Panthers again with Brabant. Finds the pass eventually. The shot comes in. And it crashes against the post. Brabant's taking an awful lot of punishment there from Perry Doyle, the former Nottingham Panther. Well, he used to do that for the Panthers, didn't he? And the Panthers got rid of him to Sheffield. And Rick Brabant has a few words, but I'm sure he'll just get on with the skating eventually. Alex Dampier gives Rick Brabant his helmet back. Well, I wonder what he thinks when he sees his side do something like that. Off goes Perry Doyle. Chuck Taylor for the Nottingham Panthers. Crosses into the danger area. Simon Hunt lays it off again and gets it back. And in front of the net and scored. A goal for the Nottingham Panthers scored by Darren Schwartz, and it's 7 to the Panthers, only 2 to Sheffield. It's been a battle, but they have 5 goals advantage. Kelland hits the referee and falls nicely for Ashley Tate. Tate can't break clear, he might still do it though. Lambert trying to help him out. And eventually brought clear by Ron Handy. Here's Waghorn. Deep in his own territory. It looked as if he was caught there, Waghorn, and he's certainly extracting his own revenge. Play stop. He didn't like something there, Graham Waghorn. And he is laying in to the Sheffield Steeler. I can't quite see who it is, but he's certainly laying into him. And Ross Lambert's in there too. Well, it's something that always happens when Nottingham play Sheffield. Ross Lambert and Graham Waghorn are going to be in serious trouble here. I think it's Ron Shudra of the Steelers who was involved. And Paul Jackson, I think, is in there too. 2 of the Sheffield imports. Here comes Martin Mackay to have a look right from his own end. Now let's have a look here at what happened. There is the initial elbow. I think that's from Paul Jackson, the number 10. I may be wrong. And now Waghorn extracts his own revenge. Ron Shudra is on the halfway line at the moment. Waghorn on the penalty bench, unsurprisingly. But there'll be no penalty bench, I think, for Ross Lambert and for Ron Shudra. Their game is over for the evening. Shudra's away. And so too Ross Lambert. Always happens when Nottingham face Sheffield at least once in the match. I suppose we've done well to get to the 56th minute with nothing worse than we've seen so far. Here's a chance for O'Connor. It was a good chance too. You'll feel he should have done better than that. Here's Rick Brabant though to bring it clear for Nottingham. And spreads it to Randall Webber. And laid back again. Panthers keep it in. And the chance here has opened up, and the goal! has been scored by Paul Adey. It's his first goal of the night. It's the Panthers' 8th, and they are hammering the Sheffield Steelers. It's quite a night at the Ice Stadium. 8-2 to the Nottingham Panthers. And Sheffield will come away, but they'll only come away from their end zone. They're not going to come away from Nottingham with anything. Garth Premack gets the clearance in. The whole Ice Stadium counts down. They've enjoyed this one all right. There's the roar as the Panthers have won by 8-2. Sheffield will say it was a nothing game anyway. They've both qualified. Panthers will say 8-2. Panthers will say it's revenge for the 6-3 defeat at the arena earlier this season. Not quite revenge for Wembley yet, but maybe that'll come later in the season. A cracking victory all the same, 8-2. Both sides are through to the Benson & Hedges Cup quarter-finals. Another big win over Romford gave the Panthers first place in Group C and the choice of where to play the first leg of their quarter-final. They chose to play away first and were drawn against the First Division Slough Jets, qualifiers from Group D ahead of Basingstoke and Bracknell. And by the time Slough came to the Nottingham Ice Stadium, they were already 11-6 down. That was the score by which Nottingham won the first leg in Slough the previous night. So half the job done for the Nottingham Panthers. It's still only half-time though, as the old cliche goes. Slough Jets very much the underdogs after being beaten in their own building last night. They've now got to come to the Nottingham Ice Stadium, which has become something of a fortress this season. Game is underway then, second leg of the quarter-final of the Benson & Hedges Cup. Big game again for the Nottingham Panthers, but they've proved so far this season that they have the appetite for the big game. And a shot coming in already. One of these fast starts from the Nottingham Panthers. They've scored an awful lot of early goals. Early quick goals this season. Darren Schwartz battling already. But cleared long, and that's an icing. Panthers will be keen to exert their authority again early on tonight. A couple of quick goals for Slough, and they'd be right back in it. But that shouldn't really happen. There's a long-range effort early on. And Panthers still keep it in the danger area. Here's Brabant. And they've scored early on. The Panthers have exerted their authority. Brabant found Paul Adey. And Adey makes it 1-0 after a minute and a quarter. Great start for Nottingham. Here come the Jets. Straight down the middle. Beaten clear, but they still have a chance. Still keeping it firmly in the Panthers' end zone. Joe Stephan comes back to Grattan, who's struck it well and has scored. And it's 1-1. Danny Grattan for the visitors, for the First Division side. So 1-1, a couple of early goals. It's 12-7 now on aggregate. After the first leg last night ended 11-6. Here's Paul Adey for the Nottingham Panthers. Skating well, skating fast, and back in front of the net, and a goal! And 40 seconds after Slough equalised, Randall Webber puts the Panthers back in front. Lambert battling for it for Nottingham. Chuck Taylor will have to go back for that one to halfway and does so. Now Schwartz. Now Lambert. Now Tate. And still, and a goal! And a good goal too. Ashley Tate off balance when he finished it, but good passing. And the Panthers lead by 3-1. Ashley Tate scores. 7.5 minutes gone. Slough putting some pressure on as well. Trying to come straight back into it. But if they don't score quickly, they're going to be in real trouble in this quarter-final. And it's the Panthers coming forward again. Lambert just couldn't keep control of it. Here's Tate. Lays it back to the blue line. Long range effort. Great goal. Chuck Taylor scores. One of the hardest shots, if not the hardest, in British ice hockey. Has found the Slough net, and it's 4-1. And the Panthers have 1 foot already in the semi-finals. Waghorn loses out. He was deep into Slough territory. And the shot is well saved. And the Panthers, well, I thought for a moment there was a break on. Final defence man in the way. And now Garth Premack has plenty of time to bring it clear for Nottingham. And here's Rick Brabant. And they've scored again. What a super first 10 minutes. We're still within that first 10 minutes. And Rick Brabant has made it 5-1 to the Nottingham Panthers. Slough pick up the loose puck. But here's Premack. He gave it away again, straight away. And they really can't afford to do that. Bit of a problem on the boards. But a shot coming in for Graham Waghorn. And another goal for the Panthers. Waghorn scores for Nottingham. It's 7-1. And what a period it's been. Waghorn's goal coming right at the end of the first period. He's off with Darren Schwartz looking for another one. But Waghorn's goal brought the period to an end. So 7-1 to the Panthers at the end of the first period. Another one like that. And it really would all be over, even if it isn't already. 18-7 the Panthers leading on aggregate now. And Lambert gets it clear to Schwartz. And Schwartz is battling for it. Taylor got Brabant in close support. Here he is again, the big defender. Finds Trickett, and Trickett finds Brabant. And Brabant looks for Webber, who will get there and does well, does Randall Webber. Back across the face, and Rick Brabant scores. Well played, Randall Webber. Good move all the way down the ice. And the Panthers have started the second where they left off in the first. Paul Blige comes out of his net to just stop that one. Chuck Taylor. Clear to Tate. They've lost it here, and there's a chance for Slough to get one back. Oh, it's touched wide. Oh, it's still gone in. And it's gone in through Danny Grattan, his second of the night. Panthers had plenty of chances to get it clear. But Grattan has scored again. Trickett and Butler both failing to get it clear. Slough beginning to find themselves a bit of confidence again. Here's Twait on the boards. A little bit unnecessary with the scoreline such as it is at 8-2 on the night. Butler, Waghorn, Twait. Loose puck should be picked up by Garth Premack. Just couldn't get there. And Slough have broken. Good save from Blige. And now Butler gets things moving again. Good pass to Simon Hunt. And Hunt to Premack. Great goal. Lovely goal from the Panthers. Butler to Hunt and Hunt to Premack. Thank you very much. And it's 9-2. Third period, Panthers are just 20 minutes of play away from the semi-finals of the Benson & Hedges Cup, and they lead by 20 goals to 8 on aggregate. Slough win the face-off, but Rick Brabant soon gets it back towards the Slough net, where the puck has spent most of its time tonight, and where it spent an awful lot of time last night in Slough. Never really much doubt about the outcome of this tie after last night's 11-6 win for the Panthers. But a 7-1 first period really killed the game off. Shot comes in and it's a goal. Joe Stefan has scored for Slough. Get them another one back. It's 9-3. This time Nottingham win the face-off, and Paul Adey finds Webber. Back to Adey. Oh, what a goal! What a wonderful goal for Paul Adey. Worked with Randall Webber, and eventually Adey just stuck his stick out. I think it was one-handed when it went in, but it's double figures. Schwartz for the Panthers. It's loose, it's a shot, and it's saved this time. But the Panthers pick up the loose puck once more. And now Chuck Taylor has it. Lambert tells him where to put it. Then gets the puck off Schwartz and gets it back again. Another great goal, this time from Ross Lambert. Wonderful stuff from the Nottingham Panthers. Slough really having trouble getting it out of their own end zone. Brabant again working hard. Paul Adey's in support. So too's Randall Webber. That'll fall for Adey. Adey back to Brabant. Slough just don't know which way he's going to go. He's going to go that way and Adey's going to put it in. And it's 13 to the Panthers. It really is turning into a rout. 13-3. Super stuff. Another good goal. Lambert battling hard again, and they've won it again, the Panthers, and they are swarming forward once more. Here's Ross Lambert picking it up this time. Couldn't quite find Darren Schwartz, but Schwartz makes his way to pick up the loose puck. Back to Lambert, and once again they're just working an opportunity, and when it comes it's taken by Ross Lambert. It's 14-3, it's 25-9 on aggregate. Taylor clears it long. Russell just touches it off, and the Panthers, or rather the Jets, can bring it clear. Well and truly out of the Benson and Hedges Cup, but a chance of a goal here, and it's well taken. Very well taken indeed by Derek Higdon. 14-4, and time running out in the Benson and Hedges Cup quarter-final second leg. Panthers coming forward, ending the night as they've spent most of it. But bit of argy-bargy going on with Darren Schwartz getting involved. And I think it's Mark Howell is the Slough man on the end of it. It is indeed. Howell's off for a couple of minutes. So too is Darren Schwartz. Here's Ashley Tate, a long-range effort, and a chance of a goal here again. Oh, wonderful save. Triple or quadruple save as the evening comes to a close. It's come to a close with the Panthers winning by 14 goals to 4. They've won the quarter-final by 25 goals to 10 on aggregate. And so to the semi-final, a two-legged affair once again, this time against the Edinburgh Racers. And unlike the quarter-final, the Panthers played the first leg at the Ice Stadium. Should be quite a night then of ice hockey at the Nottingham Ice Stadium. Panthers against the Racers. It'll be close, but if it was a choice of Racers, Cardiff or Sheffield, then I'm sure the Panthers would have been happy. Already Adey getting one across the face of goal. But Edinburgh will bring it clear. Good defending once again from Paul Adey. Now here's Ware. Ware is barged into a little, I think by Waghorn. The Panther got the better of it. And now here's Simon Hunt. And Hunt into the danger area. Plays it off the boards. Good pass off the boards it was too. Brabant couldn't quite get the shot on target. Waghorn gets the shot away that only just flies wide. Cleared by Edinburgh, at least it should be, but Premack does well. Now it's with Adey, now it's with Hunt. Could be the first, it is the first goal of the night. Adey battled well, so too did Premack. And eventually Simon Hunt was the man to put the finishing touches to the first goal of the evening. The Panthers lead the Racers by 1-0. Premack's good battling against Tony Hand, and Adey did well to get it out under pressure to Simon Hunt. Through the keeper's pads, it's 1-0. Tony Hand forced well back into his own half. And a long pass should be easy for Graham Waghorn. Premack gets himself in a bit of bother though. And it's back across the face of goal, and it's gone in. It's an equaliser for the Racers. I think it was touched in by Matulik, the former Steeler. Chris Palmer working well behind the net. Back in the Edinburgh side, of course, tonight. Did well to work the opportunity for Matulik. He's got a lot of space in front of the net and makes it 1-1. Ashley Tate appeals from the crowd that he's being held. Panthers still have it with Tate, who did well to win it back, but his pass is miscontrolled. Now it's Tate again though, who's done well here. Tony Hand eventually gets a stick in. Blaisdell battling. Here's Tate again. Shot. Goal! 2-1. Ashley Tate worked hard for that one. He had 2 or 3 earlier sniffs at it, and eventually, when given it back to him on a plate, he said thank you very much and made it 2-1. This is about the 3rd time that Ashley Tate had a half opening, and this time he took it in at the near post, and 2-1. Ashley Tate back to the bench, a happy person. Mistake and a chance for the Panthers again, but Blaisdell couldn't find Lambert. Horansky for Edinburgh as they try to pull themselves back into it again. Here's Ashley Tate once more. We'll fashion another shooting opportunity here. Great goal from Ashley Tate. It's 3-1, his second on the trot, his second in 2 minutes. And that one was a fine individual effort. Took it down with his glove at the start of the move. Just touched it on with his glove. Cut inside 2 defenders. Lambert took the other one away, and Maury Hansen had no chance. 3-1. 2 on the trot for Ashley Tate. And a healthy lead for the Nottingham Panthers in the first period. Where it's flipped long to halfway. Premack for Nottingham. Cross to Waghorn. Good passing this from Nottingham once again. It's Paul Adey. He's clean through. And he was just put off enough. Then hammered into the boards by Webb. Brabant back across the face of goal. And there's a mistake by Waghorn. It's with Palmer, and Matulik's here again. And it's the same combination. Ivan Matulik, the former Sheffield Steeler, gets his second, brings Edinburgh back into it. And once again, he was put there by Chris Palmer. Graham Waghorn got himself a bit tangled up. And despite Premack's lunge, Palmer rode the challenge and found Matulik. Look how much space he had. No Panther in the picture. Brabant for Nottingham. Got some speed up here as Rick Brabant, and he's going. Oh, I thought he was going all the way. Palmer gets it half clear. Blaisdell back to Taylor. Palmer again gets his stick in ahead of Hunt. It's back with Taylor though, and the rebound is put in by Adey. It's 4-2. Minute left of the first period, and Paul Adey gets on the score sheet. Long range effort saved by Hansen, and that's what Adey waits for. There's the rebound, first time, back of the net. 4-2. Paul Adey makes his way off. Panthers' 2-goal lead is restored. Here's a chance for Ashley Tate. Got 2 already. He's beaten to it this time by Mike Ware. And Tony Hand will bring it clear for Murrayfield, rather Edinburgh. Shot from Matulik. And the first period comes to a close with the Panthers having a 4-2 lead. 2 goals from Matulik, not enough for Edinburgh, because 2 for Ashley Tate, Simon Hunt and Paul Adey. Second period is begun by the referee, Mr. Graham Horner. The Panthers leading by 4 goals to 2 after the first. A good first period. Close one. That's what people were thinking. And Panthers in trouble early in the second. And somehow Palmer manages to go wide. Give credit to Butler. Spread himself well. And eventually the danger has gone clear. Ware knocks it back in. Palmer's chasing again. Premack's there. Waghorn's there. And between them, the 2 defenders get it clear. Mike Ware, a heavy cross-check on Randall Webber. And that's where Mr. Webber's helmet ended up. And that is where Mr. Ware has ended up. Not too surprisingly. Not the nicest of challenges. A cross-check from behind, I would have said. Adey wins out against Matulik. Hunt tries the shot. It'll come to him again. He scored! Simon Hunt gets his second of the evening, and the Panthers have a 3-goal lead for the first time. 5-2. Simon Hunt, 51 seconds into the second period. And he got 2 chances at it. Adey beat Matulik fairly easily here. Fell to Hunt. Tried it first time. Came back off the defender. So he tried it again. And they scored. And it's just 6 seconds after Mike Ware goes off for his penalty. Simon Hunt makes them pay. Hand. Across the ice. Matulik shot. Beats everybody at the far post. Palmer. Back to Hand. Hunt was almost in on Tony Hand. And again. And this time he is. And Simon Hunt breaks from one end to the other. And bears down on goal. Hansen gets a skate to it, but Hunt flicks it in upstairs. And it's 6-2 and Simon Hunt's hat-trick. He scored 2 in the first 3 minutes of the second period. The Panthers beginning to go away. And Simon Hunt's got 3 of the 6. Edinburgh got themselves in all sorts of trouble. Here's Tony Hand for the visitors. Bit of trickery from him down the left-hand side. But once again, they lose out. This time Pentland miscontrolled it. And here's Paul Adey. Turns away from 2. Finds Lambert. Lays it off for Blaisdell. Back to Adey and it's 7. Great stuff from the Nottingham Panthers. That was wonderful play. Paul Adey finishing it off. Lambert and Blaisdell involved. The player coach getting in on the act too. And Paul Adey had the simplest of tasks really at the end to slot it home. And it's 7-2. Good movement again. Lambert just touched it off here for Blaisdell. Blaisdell cut inside a couple of men. Across to the back stick. And Paul Adey makes it 7. Taylor for Nottingham, who have, by any stretch of the imagination, a healthy lead at this stage of the first leg of the semi-final. But here's Matulik trying to do something about it. He couldn't. And the Panthers pick it up again, deep inside their own territory. Good flick from Hunt to Brabant, and Brabant's in here on goal and scores. Through the keeper's pads, Rick Brabant gets his first of the evening, the Panthers' 8th of the evening. They lead Edinburgh by 8 goals to 2, and suddenly this game isn't close anymore. Mike Blaisdell flicked on by Hunt. Brabant through, decided that he was going to go straight for goal, and did so, and through the pads, and it's 8. Hands in trouble. Lost out in his own end. And the Panthers have it again, laying siege to the Edinburgh goal in this period. Here's Taylor, here's Brabant. Still loose in front of the net, nobody could react. Back with Brabant again on the blue line. Now with Tate, now with Brabant again. This time the shot will be flicked in by Paul Adey. He gets his hat-trick, adds it to Simon Hunt's hat-trick, and makes it 9 to the Panthers. A 5-on-3 advantage has counted for Nottingham. It had to, really. Edinburgh had no answer eventually. Long range shot, well saved, but Paul Adey just flicked it into the roof. It's intense pressure before this too, as the three men couldn't beat the five. Here's Tate, across the face of goal. Edinburgh bring it clear, and it's nicked by Paul Adey, who's gone straight for down the middle, and he's held, according to the home support. The referee wave play on, and the Panthers still have it, and Adey has scored again. Well, what on earth were Edinburgh doing there? It's 10-2 now. This period is turning into a rout. Edinburgh had the chance to get it clear, and they couldn't. And Ashley Tate found Paul Adey. Well, Edinburgh possession here with Chris Palmer. All he needs to do is find a simple pass. Instead he finds Ashley Tate, doesn't even clear the blue line. Panthers keep it in. And look at the time Paul Adey's got to finish that off. Brabant and Blaisdell battling against the boards. And it's the Panthers that win it just for a change. But Pentland has the opportunity to get it clear. And this time he does, or at least it's gone half clear at any rate. It's back with Waghorn. And the Panthers have it again. Now with Lambert. It's screwed across to the far post and put in by Simon Hunt. Hunt in on the act again for his fourth goal. And the Panthers 11th. And what on earth is happening to this close semi-final that we were all expecting? Lambert this time on the right-hand side, screwed it across, and Hunt scored. Lambert is trying desperately to get there, and now Mike Ware's been beaten by Simon Hunt. And Hunt tries the shot, and he's clattered by Mike Ware. That really was not very clever at all from the big number 24. Not clever one bit. And there's a bit of trouble with Ross Lambert in there. And now Phil Butler getting involved too. Butler's not happy with what Tony Hand did. And now Butler having a go at Ware too. Ware's the man who started all this, remember? And I think it could be the end of his semi-final, which is just what Edinburgh need, considering the hammering they're taking. Now you know what the home crowd think. Butler and Ware and Mr. Horner just looking on and wondering how he's going to sort this little lot out. Well, I think those two could find themselves having early showers. And the Panthers will lose a young player in his first season, and Edinburgh will lose their best defender, certainly their biggest defender, their roughest, toughest defender. And it's still going on. And Mr. Butler makes his way off. Shouldn't bother to put your shirt back on. Well, it's all happening after 36.5 minutes. And the score is 11-2. At the start of the second period, it was 4-2. 7 unanswered goals. Panthers playing some brilliant ice hockey. But now a couple of sendings off to mar it. Sticks and helmets and gloves litter the ice. Mike Ware's off. So too is Phil Butler. Order is restored. Chuck Taylor for the Panthers, who just carry on where they've left off. laying siege to the goal. Here's Brabant, tries a shot, never got a hold of it, but Hunt might, and Hunt has. And it's 12, and Simon Hunt's got a fifth. Blaisdell, I think it was, who found Brabant. Brabant's shot was, well, not hit at all correctly. Here come the Panthers again with Tate. Just drops it off nicely for Rick Brabant. Brabant around the boards. Blaisdell will leave it. So many Panthers. They really are on fire this evening. Here's Tate. Back to Taylor. Lines one up. Scores! Great goal from Chuck Taylor. They've been waiting for that all night at the Ice Stadium. Another power play goal. And it's number 13 for the Panthers, number 12. 13 goals to 2. It's 9 now in the second period. Incredible stuff. Brabant, and then further out by Ashley Tate. And once you give this guy that much time, it's a goal. A good view of it from here. Taylor, one touch to stop it for Taylor. And the second one, thump. Big Chuck gets in on the act. Now Edinburgh try and break, but once again Waghorn nips in. Still it's the red shirts coming forward though. That's a rare occurrence in this second period, which is coming to a close. But there might still be a chance here for the Panthers with Ross Lambert. He's gone through one-on-one and he has scored. It's another goal for the Nottingham Panthers. 39-11. You wouldn't have thought there was time, but Blaisdell released his number 9 and Ross Lambert did the rest. Skated virtually the whole length of the rink. Blaisdell deep inside his own half and just released Ross Lambert from his own blue line. And off he went, one-on-one. The defence is nowhere once again. And it's 14 goals to 2. Quite the most devastating period of ice hockey you could wish to see. It's still not over as Adey tries to make it 11-0 in the period. Another chance of a shot. And now Edinburgh will finally get it clear. 10-0. The Nottingham Panthers have won the second period. And I doubt it'll be bettered all season by any club. Quite superb stuff. And it's 14-2 at the end of the second period of the first leg of the semi. Well, third period, surely it can't live up to the second period. There's Simon Hunt, he scored 5 of them. 5 of the 14. And I wonder if in that incredible period, which the Panthers won 10-0, I wonder if that was not only this first leg wrapped up, but the entire semi-final wrapped up. It's certainly gone a long way to putting the Panthers into the final at Sheffield against Cardiff. And here's Paul Adey trying a shot early on. Waghorn. Long-range effort, ambitious long-range effort, and cleared. But only half cleared because Rick Brabant is battling for it. And Rick Brabant's getting a few whacks for his trouble. But between him and Paul Adey, they've won it. And Mark Twaite has scored. Another lovely goal for the Panthers. And the third period's off to a similar start to the second. Mark Twaite gets the Panthers' 15th goal. Good work from Rick Brabant originally. And good work too from Paul Adey. Nicked it off Lovell, put it across, and a good finish from young Mark Twaite. Here's Paul Adey, turning provider. Mark Twaite flicks it in first time, and it's 15-2. Here come the white shirts once more. And here's another goal. And it's Paul Adey this time. He makes it look so simple. It's 16-2. It's turning into a procession 7 seconds after the last goal. And this time it's Paul Adey. Is there no end to this scoring? It really has turned into quite an evening at the Ice Stadium. A packed house. They've not seen a night like this for some time. Not in such a big game. It's only the first leg, of course, but it's going to take some coming back from as Rick Brabant scores again. Well, you can't keep your eyes off it for a second. It's 17-2, and Rick Brabant scores another goal, only 5 minutes into the final period. That should be easy for Chuck Taylor. Laurie Dunbar's with him. But the Panthers are in cruise mode as Ashley Tate finds Simon Hunt, who cracks a long one, and Tate will flick in the rebound. Tate scores. It's number 18 for the Nottingham Panthers. Long range effort from Hunt, who's already scored 5 tonight, followed up by Tate. So 18-2 into the final minute. Just about. And it's Edinburgh coming forward. Long time since that happened. Here's Simon Hunt. Good turn from Hunt. And still going. And Simon Hunt, he's got 5 already. What a goal from Simon Hunt. We have saved the best till last, perhaps. There's still a minute left, so maybe we shouldn't speak too soon. But it's 19-2, and that was an absolute corker from Simon Hunt. His double hat-trick. He just skated rink length. He turned well originally too to control the puck on the turn. Got away from everybody and scored. And is there time for a 20th? Twait is chasing it, but there won't be. What a night of ice hockey. Edinburgh Racers have been absolutely hammered. The Nottingham Panthers have a foot in the Benson & Hedges Cup final after a 19-2 hammering of Edinburgh. Some exhilarated ice hockey players out there, not to mention the supporters. And so to the Benson & Hedges Cup final. Nottingham Panthers against the Cardiff Devils. And we're underway at the Sheffield Arena. The Panthers there courtesy of a win over Edinburgh in the semis, while the Cardiff Devils put out Sheffield with a win here in the arena, followed up by another one down in Cardiff. And it's they in the white shirts who have started the better. Ian Cooper getting the first half-hearted effort on goal. Brabant battling with Lawless away on the far side. Brabant got the better of Lawless, the Cardiff player coach, and lays it back to Waghorn. Waghorn's pass is not the best, but Premack's there. And now Brabant and Lawless clash. Lawless in a bit of pain. Didn't quite see what happened, but Rick Brabant, I think, is going to go off for whatever it was. Former Cardiff player, of course. Clatters into the man who used to coach him. And Lawless having a chat with Randall Webber. Wonder how friendly a chat it is. Anyway, Rick Brabant is off for a 2-minute penalty. First penalty of the Benson & Hedges Cup final is sat out by the Panthers number 93, the former Cardiff number 93. Here's Blaisdell. He might break here, and he has broken here. Mike Blaisdell has scored! Wonderful goal for the player coach. Mike Blaisdell scores for the Panthers a matter of seconds after they went a man down with Rick Brabant off onto the penalty bench. There was a mistake in mid-ice, and Mike Blaisdell was onto it in a flash. He has scored for Nottingham Panthers 7 seconds after Rick Brabant went off. Mike Blaisdell, didn't he take it well? Well, that's John Lawless getting attention, and that's the reason that Rick Brabant is off. But the Panthers won't mind about that. Short-handed goal scored by Mike Blaisdell. Great stuff for the Panthers. Took a while to come. Here's Shannon Hope. Falls for McEwen to put in the equaliser. And Garth Premack not happy with McEwen's stick, which was flying. Bit of rough stuff begins. Doug McEwen has scored for the Cardiff Devils. It eventually found its way here to Shannon Hope. And Hope's long-range effort came off the goalkeeper and fell just nicely for Doug McEwen. Garth Premack for the Nottingham Panthers. 1-1, and Paul Adey might get away here down the right hand side. He couldn't. Brabant's battling for it. He was surely tripped. Play is stopped by the referee, Mr. Horner. Score remains 1-1, and a penalty called against Jamie van der Horst, the Dutch-Canadian, making his Cardiff debut. Premack decides not to leave it for Brabant. He'll have to do something eventually, does so now, having sent McEwen the wrong way. Time though is up, end of the first period in the Benson and Hedges Cup final. It's Nottingham 1, Cardiff 1, and it's very, very evenly balanced. Mike Blaisdell putting Nottingham in front, 9:47, but Cardiff coming back through Doug McEwen. The all-important second period, 1-1 after the first, all to play for. And I wonder if we'll start to see the Panthers play the style of game we've become more used to. Well, that's a good start from Paul Adey, who shot right across the face of goal. And look how far that spun back, right round the boards to behind his own goal. And Waghorn's caught out a little, but Brabant doing well. Well inside his own half. Looked like he was tripped by McEwen. McEwen then tries to dispossess Adey and does so, and Cardiff get it clear. Here's Blaisdell for the Nottingham Panthers, looking for a way through. Couldn't quite find it. Now he might though, has done well here. Laid back by Lambert, but totally missed. It remains 1-1, and it remains tense. Chuck Taylor battling against Nicky Chin, and wins it, but here's Van der Horst. Putting it away for Cardiff, looking for Chin again, the Cardiff captain. It's back with Premack. Premack forward to Brabant. Good stuff this from Rick Brabant, across in the face of goal, and it's fallen for Mike Blaisdell. And Mike Blaisdell gets his second goal of the Benson and Hedges Cup final, and the Panthers are back in front. Good stuff from Rick Brabant down the right-hand side. Just laid it across the face of goal, waited for the mistake to happen. It did, and the loose puck fell right on Mike Blaisdell's stick. It's 2-1. It's the player coach's second goal of the night. Brabant across the face, keeper saved it, come off Chin's skate, and there's Mike Blaisdell for 2-1. Well, what a night the player coach is having. 2-1 to the Panthers, 2 goals for Blaisdell. Webber. Panthers moving again. Taylor lets it go. Adey down the right-hand side. Needs some support, hasn't got much. Goes behind the Devils' net, then lays it back well for Rick Brabant. Brabant battling for it back. Gets it back and finds Hunt. And Hunt comes away and scores! Great goal from Simon Hunt. He scored a double hat-trick in the first leg of the semi-final. Now he's got his name on the score sheet at Sheffield. In the corner, stepped out and lashed it in to put the Panthers 3-1 ahead and give them a bit of breathing space. Started off by Rick Brabant. His battling enabled Simon Hunt to go through into the corner. Now how's he going to score from here? I know, I'll step away and I'll turn and I'll whack it in. 3-1 to the Panthers, and starting to play more like we know they can. Here's Ross Lambert, lays it back for Waghorn. Waghorn tries the shot, might fall for Blaisdell, didn't, but it's still the Panthers coming forward. Now here's Rick Brabant, delayed penalty, got a man over on the ice. It's Lambert again, now it's Brabant again, tries the shot, he scored! The keeper went down, Jason Wood, and there's all sorts of scuffles. Wood, I think, thought he was pushed. And now Ashley Tate and Shannon Hope getting involved. Jason Wood's there too. What is for certain is that Rick Brabant has made it 4-1 to Nottingham. And all this started after the puck went into the back of the net. Garth Premack there too, with Ian Cooper. Well, Jason Wood certainly pushed somebody. I didn't quite see who it was, but he pushed somebody as soon as he saw the puck was in the net. I think the goal will stand. There'll probably be some debate about it. Premack was heavily involved, so too was Ashley Tate. In fact, most of the players on the ice were heavily involved. Great goal it was from Rick Brabant. Here's Brabant again. Tries the shot that goes wide. Panthers looking to keep it in, but they won't. And Webber just tidies up. Here's Chuck Taylor. Brabant now, right-hand side for the Panthers. Blaisdell forward of him. Here's Brabant again. Here's Taylor again. Tries the long one. It might fall for Blaisdell. It has! And the Panthers lead by 5. And that's the glee of scoring a hat-trick in the cup final. The player coach is setting a top-class example. It's 5-1 to the Nottingham Panthers. Mike Blaisdell has got a hat-trick. The last couple may well have fallen onto his stick nicely in front of goal, but he won't mind that. Long-range effort from Chuck Taylor. Couldn't see what happened to it. A posse of bodies in there, but Mike Blaisdell eventually picked up the loose one and just slotted it in, and it's 5-1. End of the second period, and what a good period it's been for Nottingham. 4 unanswered goals, and they lead by 5 goals to 1 at the end of 2 periods. 20 minutes away from the Benson and Hedges Cup. The third period is underway at the Sheffield Arena, and here's Simon Hunt, and the Panthers are offside. Panthers struggling to get this one clear. Hope and Cooper battling. Here's Hope again. Here's McEwen. Here's Hope again. Back out for Stone. Stone's shot is charged down, and Waghorn should get it clear. He hasn't though. Here's Cooper, and Cooper scores. Graham Waghorn failed to clear his lines, and Ian Cooper pulls one back for the Devils. And it's 5-2. And maybe there's a lot more in this game yet. Waghorn clearance went straight into Ian Cooper, and Cooper just turned, little flick, into the roof, and it's 5-2. There's Waghorn's attempted clearance, straight into the Cardiff man really, and no chance for Stevie Butler. But the Panthers still lead by 3. Black shirts have it again. And here's Simon Hunt. And Hunt's shot, it will fall here for Rick Brabant. And he scored! 15 seconds after Ian Cooper got one back for Cardiff. Rick Brabant scores again for the Nottingham Panthers. Hunt's shot on the breakaway, really. Found himself through on goal, hit the shot, fell between the keeper's pads, and Brabant reacted first ahead of Jamie van der Horst. And boy, isn't he pleased. 6-2 to the Panthers. Hunt shot off the keeper. Brabant very quick indeed to put the finishing touches. So, time beginning to run out for the Devils. But here's Doug McEwen. Almost went all the way. Premack got it clear. Hope might still get the chance. He hasn't though, and the Panthers could break here with Paul Adey. Adey has Webber with him and gives it back. Great goal. It's 7-2, and surely now the Benson and Hedges Cup is Nottingham's. Wonderful goal from Paul Adey. Across the ice to Randall Webber, back across the ice to Paul Adey at the far post, and in it went first time. Suddenly Cardiff broke down, and the Panthers were able to break from one end to the other. Adey, Webber, Adey, and in. All one touch, and great stuff, and what we've come to be used to seeing this year. There's the 22, there's the 10, and there's the 22. It means he's scored in every Benson and Hedges Cup game this year. It's Cardiff putting some pressure on. Panthers will now break away with Mike Blaisdell. He's scored a hat-trick tonight, has Blaisdell, the player coach. And it's in his possession that the Benson and Hedges Cup ends, and the Nottingham Panthers have won the 1994 Benson and Hedges Cup. Mike Blaisdell, scorer of a hat-trick in his last senior appearance as player coach of the Nottingham Panthers. And around 4,000 supporters rather happy that they've travelled up the M1.
The alternate captain, number 7, Doug McEwen, to pick up a cheque for $1,500.
The presentation of the runners-up cheque to Doug McEwen. And some losers champagne.
And now to collect a cheque for £2,500, the captain of the Nottingham Panthers, Rick Brabant.
The number 93 moves forward. 2 goals he scored this evening. His side has won 7-2 and is the Benson and Hedges Cup champions. The question is, can they keep doing it in the league?
I think so. As long as we keep our feet on the ground and we keep working hard, I think we can do it.
Chuck, well done. Thanks very much. Your former team, of course, Rick. How much did you enjoy beating?
I think it's nice to win, period. You know, we played them already once and we beat them at home, but the key thing is to bring the trophy back to Nottingham, and now beating Cardiff is just a little added bonus. You never know if you made the right move from one club to the next, but it looks like I made the right choice.
I thought the scoreline would be a bit closer. Cardiff seemed to tie. They come out hard. So the first period was about see how each other team was playing. Cardiff come out hard and then they just tired after 10 minutes, and we sat back at the beginning and come out at the end.
Pleased with your own personal performance?
Yeah, no, I don't think I was skating as hard as what I can do, but I got a goal and helped the team along. So.
Well, you know, our line actually, if you look at the last couple of weeks, we've been struggling a little bit putting the puck in the net, and we've been talking all week that maybe we'd come doing a big game like this weekend, and that's exactly what happened. You know, we scored the first goal, and I think Mike got the third one, and the fifth one. So, you know, it's nice to contribute offensively as well as defensively.
A word about the supporters. They made it like the Nottingham Ice Stadium.
That was unbelievable. I can't believe that many people from Nottingham came to this game, and you know, it's just it's a great shot in the arm for the hockey club, and you know, we're really happy that we could win for them.
We worked hard for this, you know, in the games leading up to it, and it's always been in the back of our mind, and we played very good hockey tonight. It was a great win for us.
Personally, you can't hope to go out on a higher note than that, can you?
No, no. I just, you know, regardless who scored the goals, to be honest with you, I've never cared after a game if I scored or not, and I think tonight was the same thing. I just wanted to win the game, and I got lucky a couple times, and you know, next thing you know, you got a few goals in the bag. It's nice to have that, though, to go out with. I'm very happy about the whole overall performance of everyone.
Now, I know you've got a telegraphic memory because you always talk to me about games at the end of the season. Talk us through those goals.
I can't even remember them, to tell you the truth. Remember the first one, I was damn tired by the time I got down to the other end, because there was 2 people chasing me all the way, and I don't know, the other 2 just seemed to fall on my stick, and but it was all because we worked them hard down in the corners. It was a physically demanding game out there. The ice was a touch slow, and it was one of those things where you seem to get tired faster. There was smoke in the air, you know. I mean, it was, and I think the game before us deteriorated the ice a little bit. So it was a grind out there, that's for sure.
Always a difficult game against Cardiff, but it got a little bit over physical towards the end, didn't it?
Yeah, it was. They were frustrated, I think. Excuse me. We had them under control. The game was won, and you know, it's natural for athletes to get a bit frustrated at the end, and that's what happens. I just think the referee threw a few guys out that he shouldn't have. I mean, I don't know why Ashley Tate got thrown out, but I'll have to ask him that question on Monday because he's got penalty points for basically for what I saw him do is just try to break up a fight. Really, he didn't really do anything, and but I'll ask Mr. Tolman about that, and hopefully we can straighten something out there.
One of many strange decisions we've seen this season. Now, before the final, I asked you if you had a message for the fans. You got a message for them after the final?
They were great again. And I think you know, they really must be happy themselves walking around, especially in this arena. It's a nice feeling to come in here. We've had some problems with the Steelers this year and in the years past, and so it's nice to come right into their backyard and win a trophy right in their end of the country. So it must feel good. They feel good, I think, because they looked happy up there. That's for sure.